Welcome back to Training Every Single Day, day 500. So if you've been following along, let me know how long you've been following along with the series, and let me know how your own movement practice has been going. Now, why train every single day? Don't you need rest days to build those adaptations? Well, you do need to rest to build like strength or size, but you don't need any rest to build, better quality of movement, better coordination, better, balance, better technique in any sort of movement, and to develop more creativity and be more comfortable with movements. Those things require no amount of rest. You just get better the more you do it, and you can just really develop more control and understanding of where your body is. So that's why I like to train every single day. My main goals aren't strength or size. They're mainly just very high quality movement, very complex movement with a lot of ability for expression, and just very complete strength, flexibility, mobility. There's always something that you can train that doesn't need to recover. There's always, the whole systemic fatigue, which is like the fatigue like on your total system, your total nervous system, that does need to be managed. But things like juggling, breath work, some light, creativity, expressive type movements don't add fatigue. They help you recover, and they're fun, and they're great. They keep you healthy, they keep you moving, and they'll keep you moving longer and more consistently because you just enjoy doing it. So give it a try. Let me know how long you've been following the channel. Leave it in the comments. Also leave a like. Also subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I've always had a lot of fun training and with the YouTube channel. Got a lot of support. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for everyone watching and everyone who continues to watch. It's really great. Hopefully you get to see how I progress some of these movements. I'm able to do these L-sit pull-ups now. L-sit chin-ups. It is a little bit confusing for me when I do those. I'm not quite sure how my body's working. I think I might need to... This is actually not a good angle to check that kind of L-sit pull-up. So next time I do L-sit pull-ups, I try to get a different angle where I can actually see the angle of my back when I'm doing it, because I'm not quite sure if I'm doing like a more strength or a more mobility technique. I'm preferring to do the mobility technique, but it's just a very difficult movement to do. So next time I'll have bit of different angles. Continuing to get outside, doing some flare practice in the sun, barefoot walking, out in nature. All these things are great. Help spread out your feet, because modern shoes really constrict the movement of your feet and will scrunch your toes together. And most people can't move their toes by thinking about it. And if they do, it hurts a lot, or it gets really tight or cramps up. If you can find a cramping movement, if you find a movement that like instantly makes you cramped up, that is a gold mine for building mobility. Just so you know. When you build mobility, cramping and pain is good, because those often will, lead to those extra things that you're trying to build, that extra range of motion. Another one of my new favorite movements that I've been doing is jumping squats, or just jumping in general. The jumping squat's really nice. Really slow it down on the way down, then work on that plyometric on the way up. I very much enjoy it, along with, some of this new acrobatic strength, new acrobatic movements. Any movement that you do is improvement. So don't feel like, you have to do some of these weightlifting, or you have to do like running or whatever. There's always something that you can do to benefit your own kind of, personal style that you try to develop, and try to figure that out. That's part of expressing yourself with your movements, figuring out what kind of movements you like and how that makes you feel, and how you're able to, show how you feel. Working a lot of some cool moves today. I did the press handstand, did the backflip, working the one-arm pull-up, and get some V-sit strength. I think this movement's quite nice. You can do it pretty much anywhere. Really work your abs. When you first start off on this, just try to hold that position right there at the bottom, where your legs are like that. Just hold that. Try to get that position, legs off the floor, and that will build a lot of strength in your abs and in your legs a very certain part of your legs and hips that keeps your legs up. And then don't forget something very inexpensive and can build a lot of hand-eye coordination, a lot of memory, a lot of coordination, and a lot of quickness. And keep your brain sharp. Being able to focus on something and having to remember where all the things you throw are, or remember a certain pattern, are very great to learning a new thing. It's very challenging. You have to focus. It's like a meditation, juggling, and it's also a great way to build new movement patterns, new pathways in your brain, build up some plasticity in your brain, and learn some new pathways of learning. The more things that you learn, you get better at learning. So try juggling. It involves the body, it involves the eyes, it involves coordination, it involves memory, because you have to remember where things are, you have to remember patterns. And there's a huge part of your brain developed for like physics, world physics, like throwing things, catching things. Evolutionists believe that we used to live and we used to have to hunt things. We had to the thing that really helped us. We'd throw sticks and rocks, and no other animal in the world can pick up things and throw them. That's what really makes humans unique. So really develop that, being able to pick something up and throw it and catch it. If you're ever attacked by a wild animal, start picking up things and throwing at them. They will be like, yo, I've never seen any other animal do it, because we are the only animal that can pick up things and throw missiles through the air, projectiles. And we have so much of our brain is developed for that, because it was so crucial for our survival when we were hunters and having to coordinate. A lot of the things that make us human are our ability to throw things, our ability to communicate with each other, and to, imagine. So don't ever forget those things and what makes you human and how to develop that. So that's all the training I did for today. Take care of yourself and take care of others. See you in the next video.